Final Fantasy 13-2, the story so far.
Popo! We have to figure out the labyrinth.
You'll be sure to arrive in the future you want. This must be the eclipse.
You know what this is?
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the next part of Final Fantasy 13-2. Of course, last episode we fought Caius, we solved the paradox in Oerba, and have now come back to find a completely and utterly changed timeline. We don't know how things will be in Yaschas Massif now after the whole change. Mog's just waving his little clock around, and some odd sound effects coming from him, in fact. We don't know if Hope will even be here. So we gotta kind of hope he is. We gotta kind of hope he's around. So it's time to check things out.
Welcome home.
How did you...
Yule. Did you come through the gate too?
The one you met was a different Yule. A Yule from the future.
What?
So, you don't know me either.
I know about you. I've been watching you both.
You can see the future, can't you?
I can trace the timeline. I see the future and lead others along the correct path. I came here to confirm something I already know. You and I are the same.
What do you mean?
You, too, can show others the way.
Wait. I don't get it. How are we the same?
Something not that hard to get, really. She's a seeress, is pretty much the point I think they're trying to get at here. But let's talk to Sarah, find out what she thinks.
It looks like Yule lives in this time too.
No, are you okay?
Yeah, it was just so unexpected. Threw me for a loop.
I met another girl with the same name and face as Yule from the future. What could it mean? Is Caius here too is a good question, because we don't want to get into another fight with that guy, considering the fact that we can't seem to kill him. How am I the same as Yule? Is Yule the Fal'cie seeress? That's a good question. I think I know the answer.
She said I was the same as her. I wonder what she meant by that.
She also said you can show others the way.
It sounded like I'm supposed to do something, like a mission or a destiny.
Maybe your job is to show us the true timeline.
You mean like what I'm doing now? Changing the future and all that?
Yes, kind of like that. The logical leap makes you the same as her in that respect.
We journeyed through time, solved the paradox, and met two girls who looked exactly the same. And now, at last, we found our way back to Hope's Oracle Drive. He'll be waiting for us. Or perhaps he won't. Maybe after all this time, Hope has forgotten us.
So, will he be there? Will he not? We'll just have to find out by going there. There were still people in the ruins. I mean, you could hear people chatting during that cutscene, so that was interesting enough.
No one was here.
I guess the ruins were interesting enough.
No, there's loads of
They
people
didn't need
here.
the paradox to draw them here.
I hope I'm not in the way.
You are in the way. Get out of the way.
I'm with the Academy. I've been here for a while, researching the gates for the most part. There haven't been any reports of major paradox effects. However, the director ordered me to come here and investigate the area.
Okay. Oh, Chocobacolina. Let us please peruse your promising, passionately promising. I've got the whole thing wrong. Please peruse my passionately promising pick of pieces.
The sun feels so amazing! Time for my feathers to soak up some of that good old vitamin D for extra fluff. Oh, Chocobogalina! Sorry, didn't see you there.
Push you out of the way. Anyway, there must be new weapons to get by now. Nope, still the same old weapons. Same old weapons, same old, same old. What else have we got here? Special... Oh man, so we could only get those special things before in a different way. Oh, we can create the silver bangle, that's pretty nice, I gotta say. Ah, there's the accessories list. Serenity Sachet, resist D-Shell plus 66%. These are all interesting and all, but I want something with a little more bite. Oh, I guess the silver bangle is pretty nice. We've got one molted tail, so we may as well go for it. It's a nice little upgrade for someone, let's put it that way. Weapons, accessories, monster materials. No level 2 ones yet? Nope.
Thank you for shopping here on this bright and sunny day. I think it's time to hit the beach, don't you?
Yes, sure, whatever you say, Chocobocolina.
Oh, did I miss the excitement again?
Yes, probably. But anyway, let's head upwards. Oh, so let's equip that quickly, just on... They have relatively the same HP. Who to equip it on, really? It's better just someone becomes mostly immune to attack damage, really, more than anything else. We've got resistance plus 15 for magic and buff duration plus 20%. That's not a bad thing itself. Yes, I have to remove that, or is it down the bottom? It's down the bottom, okay. Hypno Crown, Feral Speed 2. What is it? Feral Speed 2 increases the Feral Link Gauge charge rate. Okay, that's to increase the synchronization rate. Okay, whatever. We'll go with the Silver Bangle. More HP is always good in a game like this. Didn't provide that much extra, but of course the more HP I have, the bigger the bonus later on. So let's head to Hope. It's the only thing to do. Unless there's some side quests around to pick up.
Is there a new discovery or something?
Dunno.
Director, who are you waiting for?
I don't know. But I think they'll be here soon.
Okay, Hope is here. I just thought I'd stay out of the way instead of a case of a cutscene creating. This lady wants to speak as well.
Whoa, hold up. This is a restricted area. There's an important investigation going on here.
Aw, man. I was hoping for side quests, but let's go. Hello, Hope, behind you.
In a world where the paradox was solved, the eclipse never darkened the sky in the first place. No one remembered that Noel and I had been here. But even so, Hope was there, waiting for us. Of course, his memories had changed. We had our 10-year reunion all over again, as if our last meeting had never happened. When we explained his memories had changed because the paradox had been dissolved, Hope believed us without question. And then...
I have something I want to show you.
It is lightning!
This is a recording of the future. We're unable to identify the location or circumstances. There is one thing we're sure about, however. And remember, we don't know what era this is. Lightning is alive in that place. In my memory, Lightning disappeared after the battle with Orphan. But she's living somewhere in the future.
So it's not just a dream, is it?
She's out there.
Then I'm going to find her. Koopa Koopa?
And you will find her, Sarah. After all, you traveled through time and found me. Many years of research have finally borne fruit. It all began with the Oracle Drive. We excavated it from ruins many centuries old. Yet it recorded an image of Cocoon, supported on a pillar of crystal. It was an impossibility, an enigma. Impossible, but a reality nonetheless. This is when I learned what I must do. If it was possible to journey through time and look into the future, then it must also be possible to travel backwards and change the past.
Right.
I wanted to change history, make things better, not just bring lightning back, but Vanille, and Fang, and my mother.
So that's what your research was about.
Chasing the impossible, you might say. But you've made me realize something. It's clear to me now we are not the only ones who are intervening in history.
Oh?
The past has already been changed. Sarah, you are the only one who remembers a time when lightning survived the fall of Cocoon.
Yeah.
Director!
Caius.
What happened? Did the prophecy get rewritten?
Not necessarily rewritten. It could be the original prophecy restored as it once was. Perhaps a continuation of the first recording.
If this is showing us the future, then someday Cocoon will fall. Noel, you told me in your time Cocoon didn't exist like it does now.
Yeah. It came to ground long before I was born. After it happened, the whole world just fell apart pretty much.
But who made it fall? Could it have been Caius?
No. He couldn't do that.
When is Cocoon supposed to fall? How many years? Is it soon?
No. Not for a couple of centuries.
Oh, that's a long time from now. I mean, none of us will even be alive to see it.
But others will. Cocoon will fall into Grand Pulse. Imagine the catastrophe. Think how many lives will be destroyed.
Right. That's the future I lived in.
It doesn't have to happen. No, we can change the future. We can stop Cocoon from falling and make your world a better place.
Yeah, but how? You think you can go to the time when it falls and hold it up yourselves? Do you even have a gate to take you there?
Well,
It might not be necessary to travel to the specific time and place.
How so?
The future depends on what we do now, right? Yes, there is a chance Cocoon will fall, but we can start working now to prevent it from happening.
Right.
But what if you can't hope?
We can at least work to mitigate the damage. If we begin our research now, we have time. Then, should Cocoon indeed fall, we can help protect the planet and save the victims.
Okay, let's do it. We could try to solve things at the other end, in the future. While you start preparing in the here and now.
Yes, let's change the future.
If you change the future...
If you change the future, you change the past.
Sarah?
It's nothing. Hope, thank you for the help.
Time will separate us, but we'll share a common goal.
Hope dreamed of changing the past. The weight of history drove him forward. But now, he's turning to face the future. A future even more frightening than the past. Sarah, do you believe too? Do you believe in your own past?
That's the thing, really. She could inadvertently change her own past. That would suck, because of course then you wouldn't be here. Plus, of course, you can change his past again, so he doesn't remember what we've just talked about. So, you know, it's all really, like, really careful stuff you got to deal with. My god.
It seems unbelievable the crystal pillar could become so fragile.
It was weakened, little by little, over many centuries. The war was simply the straw that broke Cocoon's back. But what does Caius want?
What does Caius want indeed?
It seems unbelievable.
It was weakened, but what does Caius want?
Seems you're just going to say the same thing twice. I really have to watch out for you guys with that. But let's talk to Hope again.
Lightning was fighting in Valhalla. That's where I met her. And that's when she told me to come and find Sarah.
I see. Valhalla, otherwise known as the Unseen World.
I think Lightning wants us to fix the timeline. Put it back how it was. Maybe that's why she gave me the power to travel through time and control monsters.
She was unable to do anything on her own, so she turned to the one person she trusted more than anyone. Yes, it is possible, although the idea raises even more questions.
How should you interpret the images shown by the Oracle Drive? You decide to ask Hope. Will we meet Lightning again? How do we save the future? Can we use the gates to change the future, or does the Oracle Drive show the real future? See, now the Oracle Drive doesn't show the real future if time is in a state of flux that we can change it. So, of course, that can change at any point in time. No matter what, it can be different. How do we save the future is the pertinent question, but of course you don't really know what will be the trigger that sorts everything out. Can we use the gates to change the future? Will we meet Lightning again? I mean, obviously we probably will meet Lightning again. The only question that gets me is A, because that sounds a random question.
One thing I've been wondering. How do we know the gates actually go to the future? Maybe they're portals to other worlds, different to our own.
Yeah. Maybe we just moved between two parallel worlds. One that had an eclipse, and one that didn't.
Namely, in another world, a different Alyssa and I are still experiencing that eclipse. And if such is the case, the gates cannot be used to travel to our own future. No. The people of Padra believed that there was only one true history. They taught that the goddess could grant life to a limited number of people. If true, this precludes the possibility of countless alternate worlds, populated by infinite numbers of people.
So there's no other world but this one, and only one real history, right?
Yes, I believe so. The gates are portals to the future. Noel came from our future, not another world.
Okay, that was an actually incredibly interesting conversation. A very intelligent one as well.
No. You know, I started this journey hoping to find my sister. But now, I want more. I want to save the future.
So do I, Sarah. So do I. Time to travel again.
Kupo! Find the gate and the key, Kupo!
Right now, we don't have a clue where the artifact might be. But there are still some places we haven't checked out.
We should try asking some of the people around here. They might know something that will help.
So this is your gather side quest section by the look of it.
Have you heard about this legend? Many years ago, there was a young girl who worshipped the seeress of Padra. With much training and dedication, the girl secured herself a position as one of the protectors of the seeress. But when war broke out in the city, the girl was fooled by the enemy and wound up betraying the one she set out to protect. Charged with treason, the girl faced severe punishment. She was turned into a Sith and was forced to wander the Yaschas Massif for all of eternity. According to the legend, she's still there, waiting for someone to defeat her and help put her soul to rest. I don't know how much truth there is to that story, but if you ever spot a Sith in the ruins, you should do it justice and kill it. You'd be doing it a favor by putting it out of its misery.
A quest. He's called Duncan. The girl who once betrayed the seeress of the Fal'cie still suffers a punishment as a wandering CF. Let's go put her to rest.
If you want to set her free, I won't stop you. But remember, even though she used to be a human being, she's a monster now. Stay on your toes out there, or you'll end up losing your life.
Always a problem there. Plus, you never know the actual strength level of the CF until you reach it.
Excuse me, I don't mean to take up too much of your time, but did you see some strange lights last night? Someone witnessed 3 stars falling from the sky. I thought it could be a meteorite of some sort, but there's no evidence of that anywhere. It's possible it burned up before it reached our atmosphere. If you see anything that looks out of place, please let me know.
Okay, another one. Lester is this guy's name. He's very interested in the reports of 3 fallen stars and would love to find out where they fell to ground. If you help him, you might also find out more about the mysterious Farseers who once dwelt here. That would be interesting.
Come to me if you notice anything strange. By the way, the witnesses noticed something interesting about the stars. They said that all 3 of them were different colors. 3 different colored stars falling from the sky. Sounds like it could be connected to something quite mystical, don't you think?
I love how the camera angles while you're talking to these guys seem to like randomly switch in an odd way. Well, that guy is a deliberate quest. The other guy is a quest that a lot of people must be giving out.
Do you know Alyssa? She's the director's right-hand woman. Some people out there are saying she charmed her way into the position, but I don't buy it. You have to have brains to hold down that kind of job.
Sure you do, but she does look a bit random at times.
I bet my baby's missing me right here.
Well, let's pick up this. Why are you doing it from so far away, Mog? Well, I guess if there's any way to gather people for quests, that's the way you do it.
Various records of magic and sorcery are being uncovered in the Padra ruins. There was a spell to summon eidolons. It was a forbidden art, though, as it shortened the conjurer's lifespan. The people of the past must have lived in fear of, but had respect for, ones who held such powers.
Eidolons. See, I've always thought of that word as being eidolons. It's a name for summons in Final Fantasy IX for a start. But I always looked at it as being eidolons, not eidolons. I don't know why I came to that leap with my thinking and not the other way around. But I'm just going back here, guys, to check out the one section that we actually haven't been all the way up. Oh, god damn it, I get stuck in a ditch. Let's head up. But yeah, that was some interesting conversations with Hope and that. Now, one thing I've been told is that if I play as Sarah, a lot of the conversations flow more easily. For example, I had to talk to Sarah after the whole cutscene was over to get a little bit of what she was thinking. If I play as Sarah, supposedly it automatically goes into scenes like that. Now, the reason I play as Noel, the reason I chose to play as Noel, is just because of the role he plays. For oh, a carbuncle figurine, lovely. That must be a decoration for my animals. The reason I play as Noel is just because of the role he's going to play in the game. He's going to be mostly the commando. And the commando is less of an intensive job if I want to take away from auto battle. Versus a Ravager, which is you'll have to check spell weaknesses and all that jazz. I mean, auto battle is a nice tool, but sometimes you want to get away from it. Sometimes you want to do something a little bit different. Got a lot of monsters now thinking about it. Do I have a sentinel yet? No, synergies. Still not a single sentinel. We need to get one at some point. I'm not too jazzed about getting a commando, so... Oh, that is so cool. Well, look, loads of little headdresses and stuff. Silver gear. LeBro's olive tattoo. But we're putting the carbuncle figurine on our Kate Sith. That's cool as hell. Yes, I'm a stupid person. Let's talk to you. I think you might lead to a quest, personally.
The more we dig, the more we discover. We found records of a great war that took place on Grand Pulse long ago. Little by little, we're finally starting to uncover the history of this world. The secrets hidden within these ruins are the key to the future. It's ironic that a people destroyed by war are teaching us how to live in peace.
I love how the guy behind him was just like, yeah, I'm gonna push you out of the way. I don't care if you're talking. Just get out of my way. But yeah, it seems that that guy's not going to give us a side quest, so I'm actually going to push forward now. Some might say I'm obsessed, but it's just my personality. Okay, random woman. She's a bit OCD. Is that all, really? Is that what you're complaining about?
This is one of my easiest missions ever.
Let's head on and search for the gate next. I don't like sentences like that. They ended with ever twice. Ah, Lisa wants to speak now. Ooh, and there's a box in the background. Can't miss all this treasure. An academic's hat. For my monsters. Lovely.
Oh, we just met again. And now you're gonna leave?
Okay, is that all you had to say, Lisa? You random person, you? Why can't I get up into this section? Thought there must be a chest somewhere then, but at least a hidden invisible chest if I can get through the wall there, but obviously not. Well, let's go encounter some more monsters. Find out what's going on out here.
Important relics have been detected nearby. Who knows? Any one of them might lead to an extraordinary discovery.
I really need to let Mog get closer to the object, don't I? 600 gil! Is this a lift of some kind? My quest objective's here. That's interesting. What's going on right now? Literally, actually, what is going on if my quest objective is here?
Is the director done with his errand?
If a paradox originates here but is resolved, I wonder if it'll be like nothing ever happened. People are quick to forget the past.
Okay, that's odd. I've just went to the point that I have to head to, and nothing took place there. So what exactly is going on there? Oh, I can't go round there. Okay, I'm slightly confused now. Hope, can you reveal anything?
Believe in your future. You can bring the people you love together again.
Really? So what's going on now? If I'm supposed to go up there and sort out the gate, maybe I have to talk to her.
The director came by earlier to tell us you've been granted special access to the excavation site. The area where they found the Oracle Drive is up ahead. It's exciting to think there may be other amazing objects buried there too.
Maybe that now allows me access. Maybe to know that I have access now gives me the access. Silly things like that can happen. Little like cock blocks. It was odd that I walked to the objective point and nothing happened in the first place. Like now again. Really? What's going on here then? Well, it says go here. But I can't go any further.
We've been told to focus heavily on this area. Sources say something valuable may be buried here.
This is one of my easiest missions ever.
But I can't go any further. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what to do now. It's quite random to suddenly end up completely and utterly cockblocked. You find the artifact is right there. It's not something like use the Moogle there and find something, is it? Because that would be stupid. If not, then I'm just going to head back to Brescia Ruins and look about going the other pathway that was there. Look for an entrance, look for an artifact. No? Oh, seriously, I could not see that going up and down. You can hear the annoyance in my voice right now, that. Ah, find a gate.
We did it. Now we gotta find out which gate it belongs to.
Just this moment, I felt a disturbance coming from the mountains.
I bet my bobble.
A gate appeared there, Kupo.
Ah, Moogle. Dougal the Moogle, you are excellent. I can't believe I walked up there that many times, didn't see the floating object slightly. I mean, I should have just checked in the first place. I'm getting more moronic by the second here. Oh, come on. There we go. I did get to jump down the end. Right then, back into the mountains.
Peaceful as ever.
Hopefully we won't come encountering a Behemoth. A Behemoth! Well, killing a Behemoth probably wouldn't be a bad thing. Getting some revenge sounds like good medicine for the past. Yep. Automatic engagement in battle that time. Now you may be thinking, why don't I just take the chocobos that we've seen twice already? course, the obvious answer is, as I said before, if we don't get the experience and level up when we can, we're just going to end up weak and getting smacked around a bit too much. And I do not want that to take place again. I think I've already had enough of dying for a very, very, very long time. Try Gale Strikes and Gale Strikes for days. Gale Strike looks cool. Only 3 stars still, so there must be a more efficient way to kill them. I'm not doing this very well at the moment. Right then, time to check the mountain pathways. Of course, there's probably going to be a lot of more open pathways than there was before. I am tempted in taking part in a battle with that guy. Except he's white. If it wasn't for the fact he's white, he looks different than normal Behemoth, actually. I don't know, Behemoths are usually bluish. Was the white one a possible special one? I mean, I do think about things like that. There are different classifications of monsters sometimes. I'm very much in the Behemoth's fields now, aren't I? Shall I try this fight? Let's try it. If I die again, then I'm just embarrassed. That's basically how I put it. Oh, this is a Narish Simha. Which hopefully is not a stronger version of a Behemoth. A white Behemoth. Go try Disaster, try to... Stronger Behemoth. It's a stronger Behemoth. Pretty sure now it's a stronger version. It's a stronger version of a Behemoth. I'm so sure of that fact now, it's ridiculous. Oh my god! I did do damage to it, but I don't think I can get my guys up without them dying, if you know what I mean. Plus, I've actually ran out of my Phoenix Downs, which I really should have bought. So, retry would be the best option here. Okay, the white Behemoths are not to be tangled with. Legging it away at all due haste, picking up a chocobo when I can see it would be a good idea. Finding a gate is another good idea. And a gate we have found. The white Behemoths are stronger than normal Behemoths. A wild artifact can be used to open the gate, but it will be consumed. Open the gate. What is a wild artifact? What can it do? Augusta Tower, 300 AF unlocked. Was that supposed to happen then? I guess it was. So we got a new location to explore.
In 13 AF, the Academy built the Augusta Tower as a central information processing facility with an enormous artificial intelligence at its core. But now, centuries in the future, the system has suddenly begun to run amok. Somehow, the network system was attacked from somewhere in the future. When the Academy tried to respond and shut down the system, it was too late. The AI had already taken control of much of the Academy.
That sounds bad. Let's go.
Two entities from different times cannot coexist. If this were to occur, history would be infused with contradictions. This would lead to a distortion causing the entire world to collapse. The subjects require further analysis. Hypothesis: their existence has initiated a distortion in history, and the entities are a living paradox.
I'm not very good with all this fancy machinery. What's going on here exactly?
The system that controls this facility has been hacked by someone from the outside. Wherever they are, they're trying to use the network in an attempt to override the system somehow.
So basically, some bad guy snuck in and took over the tower? Well, there's an easy solution for that. We just need to find him and solve this whole problem. Case closed.
The security system's been hacked too, so the security bots are just pieces of metal. And I don't think the person behind this is actually physically here. It seems like the culprit isn't even in this time at all. They're accessing the system from somewhere in the future.
Lucky for us, we have the means to get there. Let's give them a piece of our minds. Come on.
A future paradox has infested the Augusta Tower 300 AF, turning its chambers and passages into a confusing maze. Restore the rooms to their correct positions and resolve the anomaly. Really?
Try using the switch.
What is with the odd screen here? Is this like a security camera watching us and that's what the effect on screen is?
Yeah, just like that.
Augusta Tower has turned into a paradoxical maze. Use the switches to rotate the rooms and make your way through the tower. Connecting open doors with passages will open the path for you. Learn which switches move which rooms in order to progress. Right, this sounds complicated. Am I even supposed to be here yet? Is yet another question. It's not. Doesn't look like I can actually escape. The gate was unlocked from the historic crux. Oh no, we can come back to the historic crux, so we can escape. Finding out where to go. Warning! I didn't like the sound of that. Nothing comes and kills me. I'm happy. Things are coming to kill me. This is bad. Are they stronger things than me? Do I have to run away? They block my spells. Or they're robotic and therefore my Ravager is now completely and utterly useless. Which is actually the case in question. You're useless, sir. Which means we can use Kate Stiff to keep our health completely and utterly perfectly intact. Which is how I like my HP. Hope these monsters are not ridiculously tough in any way, shape or form. The problem comes in driving up their chain gauges. Because of course, our Ravager friend is not going to help much. So we now need to get another Ravager in the party, so when this battle ends, that's what I'm going to think about next. Ow. Get dead.
Too easy.
Weird effect on the screen though, it's slightly trippy. So, it's time to add another monster to our party. So let's go with Party Paradigms, Paradigm Pack. And in this empty slot we want a new Ravager. Except we don't have a new Ravager. So it's time to build up a commando. A Monocton, a Hoplite, Gandiax. He's already fairly strongish. But he needs high level items to get it up. An Erdimu. We could try with that for now. Right then. So we need to add our Erdimu into the bunch. So Alfred, I'm sorry. We'll have to do without you. In fact, we didn't actually manage to put the Erdimu in. Which does that mean? Yes, okay, there we go. Our team changed. Right, Erdimu. You're a commando, but you're having to take the forefront. So from now on, we have to run with 2 commandos. We go to the monster list and level it up a bit if we can. Would be good idea. That's the Crystarium actually thinking about it. I wasn't expecting to have to add someone else in. There are lots of potent droplets, so we're just going to level it up fast. Just get leveled, sir. Use poison. Ravage. And that's you on level 2, sir. Okay, we have some of these. But I won't use them yet. We've got our Erdemu up a little bit in level. That's all we really need right now. So, switch 2.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. Alright then, that allows us to exit this side. And now we're on the outside edge. Examine the switch, you say? Which switch?
It's hard to believe that all of this is happening because of one person hacking into the system.
Let's test out our new commando dog, Erdemu. We need to give him a funny name. Like Dougal the Moogle and Alfred the Ravager guy. Except the fact that, of course, he's a commando, so he won't focus on the same target. Unless we order him to. So that might be a next thing to look in our pack options. Doesn't mean in the meanwhile we can't just do straight damage to the guy. Get him down as fast as possible. In fact, because that guy beat on that guy for a little bit, we have a nice chain gauge to build up. And now we can go Ravager Commando with him being our forefront pinpoint man. So those guys got taken out quite viciously. Potent engine. So we have to find the switch, which is over in the distance. But I'm going to stop it here for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. It's been an odd episode, so to say. We've met Hope in a different, well, timeline, so to say. You could say different timeline? Alternate timeline? I mean, you could say alternate timeline, but the other timeline is gone. So I don't know how to classify it, so to say. We met Hope again. We learned a little bit more about the future. We learned about Caius' threat to humanity, so to speak. That he brings about the demise of the world via dropping Cocoon on it, by the look of it. And we are now in some unknown technological land taking part in puzzles. It's just a really, really odd one. Don't know where it will go from here, but thank you guys for watching this episode, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.